Our next reader's words have appeared in Apocrypha and Abstractions, and Word Riot and are forthcoming at Drunk Monkeys, Black Heart Magazine, and Rough Men Stand Ready. And he has been working on his debut novel for the past 33 years. A warm welcome for Matthew Robinson.
Thank you, Doug, for emceeing and Backspace for hosting, and all of you people. I'm going to read 3 pieces of flash fiction. They will be a survey of genre fiction. First is romance. It's called Title. I miss the comfort in being sad, I say, quoting Cobain. You smile, I think, because you think I mean I'm happy, that you make me happy. But happy and sad are a false dichotomy. You distracted me out of sadness, and now I'm stuck with the anxiety of expectations, so fuck. You're driving us to the coast, it's raining, I'm car sick. My hand is in your hand, but I'd rather you had both hands on the wheel. My palm feels clammy against yours. You stroke my thumb and it's tender and a little sticky. I think the sticky part is me, so I pull away. What's wrong, you say? Nothing, I say, my arm's asleep. Some part of me is always asleep, or worse. An hour later, we're standing on the shore, the rain is dissipating, the sun has almost burned away the clouds. You take my hand, the one that isn't carrying my shoes, and we walk calf deep into the breakers. The water is warmer than the air, something about Japanese currents, you say. You pull me to you, and we kiss. There's salt on our lips from the sea mist and from being human. I start to cry. You don't say anything, you just push harder into me. Our faces are wet and my breath catches. I drop my shoes and take hold of your sleeve, but I don't know if I should push or pull. You're pulling with your hands and pushing with your mouth. I stop crying, we stop kissing. I release your sleeve to keep one hand clasped in yours. I look for my shoes, they're gone. Shit, I say. What, you say? I lost my shoes. Oh. Also, I'm sorry for crying, I know it's weird. Your hand squeezes mine and relaxes. You slip off your shoes by stepping on each heel, nudging with your toe, and we watch them pull away and under. It's beautiful how they go. There, now they're gone. You haven't lost anything, you say. In the car we smell like the ocean. Our feet are bare and the rain has returned. You're driving. I am not sad. Maybe this is happy. I don't know. It's comfortable though. I rub my hands together and feel the grit of sand. I wipe them on my pants. I want to take your hand, but I'm afraid the clammy feel will return, so I unbuckle and lift up the armrest. I lie across the seats and put my head in your lap. I close my eyes. Twice on the drive I cry, quietly. You lay a hand on my neck, cold against my heat. This is a war story. 2004 in Baghdad. It's called Private Nape's Orders the Combo. Listen, Nape says. I'm not paying for one, I'll pay for 2. The mother, the daughter, the combo. That's it. Her face doesn't change, her hair and eyes are black. Her skin is pulled drumhead tight across the bones of her face. We call it Skeletor. Napes looks around the group of soldiers securing the entrance of the hotel complex. It's night and we're huddled around the gun truck and concrete barriers. Take it or leave it, he says. She crosses the street to confer with the other prostitutes. What are you doing, Burnside says. Passing the time, Nape says. Under the streetlight, Nape's skin shines smooth like baby skin. Today is his 19th birthday. And what happens if she says yes, Burnside says. Look at them, Nape says. They're all my age, there's no way she'll find a combo. The women are dressed in jeans and half shirts like they were popular in the States 10 years ago. I can't stop staring at bare midriffs. Skeletor comes over. You are in luck, she says. I have what you want, pretty girl, pretty lady, you like. Even in the dull light I can see Nape swallow. A small woman in a blue dress comes out of the alley. Her hair is covered, but her face isn't. She passes the group of girls somberly. The girls quiet a little. I think it's out of respect. I'm sitting on the base of the cement wall segment in the shadow. She walks from soldier to soldier, looking them in the eye, silently. She looks at me, down at me. She's beautiful in this dark. She turns to Skeletor and says, yes, this one. The men around me giggle as Skeletor rushes this woman over to Napes, pulling her by the arm. Skeletor says, this is Napes, you very handsome man. Napes smiles big, then looks around. Skeletor speaks to the woman in Arabic, first quietly, then loud, then screaming. The woman is quiet. To Napes, Skeletor says, I make a mistake, not this one. Her daughter gone, taken today. Napes loses his smile and swallows again. Gone where, Nick says. Just gone, Skeletor says. Take it wherever women go when they go. It's okay, I have idea. She waves to the group of girls. The mousy girl comes over, staring at the ground the whole way. She's maybe 14. Skeletor says, this is my daughter. Humor. It's called oversharing. What's happening in my human sexuality class at 8:30 at night is oversharing. The textbook is wrong. Not all men experience the refractory period, somebody says. I orgasm 5 or 6 times a night without needing a break. Say what you want, there's nothing wrong with getting a labiaplasty, says another. Monogamy is dead, says somebody else. Nobody is interesting enough for forever. I've had an abortion. I don't know who you are, I'm not telling you shit. The room is brightly lit and the windows are dark. There are 28 of us at 15 tables. I have to sit next to somebody. I hate that. I hate reading about prostate massage while almost touching knees with a stranger. Any girl can squirt, somebody says. It's about technique. Do penile implants really work, says somebody who doesn't come to class next week. I want my foreskin back, says somebody else. They took it without asking. The teacher is patient. She addresses every question, every statement with calm and understanding. In my mind, I can't imagine how we ever populated the earth being so individually fucked up. She's reined them in now, lecturing about water-based lubricants. This is a forward-thinking curriculum. The room is quiet, eyes wide with slippery wonder. The classroom door opens fast but silently. A man pushes his head and his face is intent, searching. The door is open for so long that eventually everybody turns. He makes eye contact with a young woman sitting at a table in the front row. I see the back of her head. Beyond her, the intent man waves her to join him. She stands and steps away from the desk. Bring your stuff, the man says. She hesitates over her binder and backpack. I can see her face. It's soft and afraid. The room is quiet. The lecturer sits and waits around us like intending relief. When her binder is zipped away, she leaves the room. The whole class exhales. The moment was pregnant. We don't know what with. From the hallway, through the walls and door, and wood and glass and steel, the soft-faced girl starts screaming. She screams no, and she screams God, and then she just screams her scream. Some of us lean towards the door, hands over mouths. Some, like me, sink into my chair, waiting for things to get worse. The softest one, he stands up and begins to shuffle his feet, unsure where to go. The young woman is crying loudly now. The soft voice says, somebody go out there, please. Find out if she's all right. She isn't all right. The teacher moves to the door, pauses, then goes through. For 2 seconds, it takes the door to close. Her crying is unfiltered. It's goddamn awful. When she comes back, the teacher says, that was her dad. Her brother's been killed in Afghanistan. She's on the floor of the dim hallway outside her human sexuality class, grieving the loss of her brother 7,000 miles away. And part of me thinks she's oversharing. Eventually, the crying stops, not because the girl has stopped, but because her father has pulled her down the stairs and out into the world. Her sad is too big to be inside. It's probably too big to be anywhere. In the classroom we sit, the teacher offers us a break, but we're all too afraid of what's beyond the door, even though we know the real woman left. We sit and we wait. Jesus, somebody said. That was fucked, somebody else says. Who tells someone something like that at school for the matter? I think about the desert, the young boys with shaved faces, smiling and grimacing and shooting and fucking dying. I'm low in my chair and I have tears running down my cheeks, and I wish we could just go back to talking about lube. The soft boy is still sidestepping behind his table. We can't go back, except that we always do. Do Kegels really work, somebody says? It was my counselor who touched me, says somebody else. I'm friends with a lot of sex workers, says another, and that's just not the case. Do you think she's okay, says the soft boy? He's sitting now. Thank you.